Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, children of all ages, I am the old humble guy, your friendly neighborhood sin merchant. And while we wait for folks to arrive, as I know they will, because it is Tuesday night, and what the hell, or Monday night, and what the hell else are you doing, right? Gonna go ahead and do some work, get the housekeeping shit done. Okay, so check this out. Well, yeah, well, we'll talk about it. So here's the thing. You know those the deal like with entrepreneurs when they work like 20 hours a day, 25 hours a day, 30 hours a day? Well, check this out. I was up till 3 in the morning doing paperwork and taxes and stuff. Slept for 3 hours. Woke up at 6. Ate breakfast. Did my thing. Made sure the kids got off to school. Chilled out in my own little, that golden hour when you have the house quiet to yourself before you like start your work and everything. So everybody clears out. I have my hour. And then I go. I start doing, answering emails, firing off, doing all the stuff. Bing, bang, boom. 9 o'clock rolls around. I get dressed, get ready to go. Boom, I'm off to do my tastings. Go do my tasting, my first tasting, 11 o'clock, 11 to 2. Done at 2, eat some lunch. Drive to a park, get under a shade tree, and I get an hour to myself. Take a nice nap. Bam, 4 o'clock, up, back at 'em. Gotta go. Gotta go to work, do my tasting at 5 o'clock. I was working literally today. It is 12 minutes until midnight. I have been literally working today. Working for 12 minutes shy of working for 20 solid hours today. 3 hours of sleep in the morning and an hour nap in the afternoon. And I am still fucking pumped. And here's what we're doing tonight. You hear in the background. I don't know if you can hear that. Let me go over close. Yeah, there it is. That's the background. I am filtering. Okay, so I got an order. I have these 20 cases of whiskey right here behind me. I found an imperfection. A flaw. Not happy about it. Because that means that all of those got to be dumped and refiltered. I found it in enough bottles that it has to be fixed. It wasn't a thing where it was like 3 or 4 bottles and I could pull them out. It was enough of them that they have to be redumped, refiltered, and redone. I've got about 20 cases of our blackout bourbon ready to go. 15 to 20 cases of our blackout bourbon ready to go. Or nearly ready to go. I'm showcasing that on Friday and Saturday at the Texas Whiskey Festival, along with the rest of my delicious flavors at the Texas Whiskey Festival. And then I got an order for 10 more cases. And I was like, well, shit, I don't have 10 cases because these all have to be refiltered. So, it's just some dust that and on closer inspection, I found some just dust, particulate dust. I didn't like it. It wasn't satisfied. I was not at all satisfied with it. So I have to refilter. It's no big deal. It's not a huge deal. It's just it's a 6-hour process that has to get done. Needless to say, I have this order going out in 2 days. So I've got to clear out the blackout bourbon and get it ready to go. Dump these guys back into a filtering vessel so I can run them through the filter again. And then proof it and transfer this into some bottles so it's ready. I've got like 2 things crossing over back and forth tonight. And I couldn't put it off till tomorrow because I got another tasting tomorrow and I got some more paperwork I got to get done tomorrow. And of course, I got our show we're going to do tomorrow night. Oh, that's a good question, Dustin. I'll show you. Let me switch over. We're going to do a word from our sponsor while I get some shit set up here. And
Is your bar looking a little ordinary? Is it lacking something awesome? Well, head out to your local liquor store and pick up something extraordinary. Grab a bottle of Old Humble Straight Whiskey or Old Humble Special Reserve. They're clean, smooth, easy drinking whiskeys that taste the way whiskey should taste. From humble beginnings to an extraordinary finish, Old Humble whiskeys are what your bar needs today. Walk tall, be awesome, and drink humble. Old Humble Straight Whiskey and Old Humble Special Reserve. Get yours today.
All right, we're back. Okay, so camera's at least pointing in the general direction. Let's go over to our filter there. There's our filter. Get tight. Get tight. All right, that's our bottling machine. That's the filter. So in the filter, I've got 3 pads here in the filter. I'll show you the pads. It is a Superjet, Bonvino Superjet. There's the filter pads. It's literally just three filtration pads. It runs through the paper. The coarse side goes to the back. The clean side goes to the front. The the liquid filters up through here. This catches all the particulate on this side, and it flows through the hole, goes to the next pad. Goes through 3 of these pads, and I filter it 3 times: coarse, medium, and fine. And that's it. That's it. By the time it goes through the fine filtration, it's done. And there you go. That's it. That's all there is to it. And like I said, it's not a process that it's complicated or hard or anything like that. It's not like I have to lift it up and drop it down. I'm not doing anything to it. It's all pumps, and it just takes time. It takes time. And if I'm not here doing it, then it's not getting done. So I needed to get this started so I can filter this back and forth. I can have our blackout bourbon being filtered. And hey, since you're on tonight, y'all can get a preview of what our blackout bourbon label is going to look like. Also wanted to show you this over here. This is the other thing. I was going to show this the other night. Turn. There we go. All right. There's our 4 bottles that we have. 4 bottles. I want to show you. You can see that as it is, right? I need to grab a bottle out of my car. Always makes me nervous coming out here in the pitch black middle of the night. But one of the benefits of being out here in the middle of fucking nowhere is that nobody knows you're out here. So it's the middle of fucking nowhere. It's not exactly some place where thieves and ne'er-do-wells come to find easy scores because nobody's fucking out here. Let me show you what I'm talking about with the labels. This is our current label. Our current Boomtown label. And if you look at that, you can see the clear label is distinctly lighter, much harder to see than the dark labels, right? We've got 2 distinct styles of label right there. One dark, one light. Now, I'm going to look over here on my screen too, make sure y'all see what I'm seeing. And there's something else. And there's something else is just hard to see. But, and now for the big reveal, or at least a small reveal. Oh. Huh. Take a gander at that, boys and girls. That's as close as I'm bringing it, because it's not officially revealed yet. But now you can see that is definitely Old Humble Whiskey on that shelf with my other 3 brands. You can see that from a distance. You can spot it. You can pick it out. You can look at it and go, oh, look, there's that square bottle That rectangular bottle with the blue label. What's the one with the blue label? I recognize that logo. What's going on with that? Tell me more, old humble guy. Well, I will tell you more. That there is the most delicious fucking whiskey you've ever had. That there is the most delightful fucking bourbon you've ever had. That there is Old Humble's legendary Boomtown bourbon, bitches. And even at a much farther, well, it's hard to see at a much farther distance, but y'all get the point. All right. So, a lot of what I'm doing today is literally sitting around. Oh yeah, that black label looks good. It does. That black label is our special reserve, and it is very delightful. So this is officially getting released on our social medias and officially being introduced to people at the Texas Whiskey Fest. This is our 72-hour blackout bourbon label. This isn't blackout bourbon in it. This is just the regular Boomtown bourbon. And it is also unfiltered. Needs to go back into the filters. But that is our Boomtown, bitch. I kind of like that plan, actually. But we're also, if you look down here in the bottom right-hand corner, we're at 19, we've passed the 1990 mark. We're at like 1994, 1995, 96, somewhere in that neighborhood. I'm not sure the exact number, but we are inching inexorably close to the 2,000 subscriber level. The pace for subscribers has dropped off significantly since the new algorithm metrics came out. The subscription pace has slowed down significantly, which is extremely frustrating. We've gone from something like 150 subscribers a month to this month. It looks like I'm clocked. I'm on pace to do something like 65 or 70 subscribers. It's like it's just fallen off. I don't know if it's something I'm doing different. I know my shorts aren't getting as many views as they were before. I don't know if I've done something to like kill engagement. I don't know, but it's very, very frustrating, very troublesome to me because it was going at like 100 to 150 a month, just gangbusters, just throwing out subscribers like crazy, and then all of a sudden in March it just seized up. I feel like I might be a little manic right now, like running on cocaine and adrenaline. You get a free bottle for every 10,000 bottles sold. All right, we'll go with that. Sell 10,000 bottles, I'll get you a bottle. If you sell 10,000 bottles, I'll give you a bottle. If you sell them, if we sell 10,000 bottles, you don't get shit. Almost there. What are we doing over here? All right, doing good. Everything's looking joyful. Everything is looking joyful. I've also got a cool little project that I'm working on. Let's go with the picture-in-picture. That's good? Yeah. Okay, that's good. We got camera angle. Yeah. I think I want this to be pointed that way. Yeah. That's where the action's happening. So I've got this cool little project that I'm working on, and I'm going to start working on it next week. Yeah, if I sell them with your marketing plan. Yeah, okay, that's fair. But you sell them with your marketing plan. You do that. Anyway, what was I saying? I've got this little project that I'm working on next week. I've gotten, here it comes. I feel the crash coming. Okay. I've got 2 tasks I need to get done tonight, and then I can wrap it up. I'm hoping to wrap up by 1 or 2 o'clock. 3 tasks. 3 tasks I need to get done. I need to get done the first stage of filtration, the proofing. Do I need to proof it before I fill it? Yeah, I need to proof it at least before the last filtration, because the filtration is going to help mix it together with the water when I add the water to it. So I need to proof it, then filter it one more time, then dump every single one of these bottles into one of my settling barrels to filter it again. Huh. A Texas Tuesday. Money, guns, and lawyers. Oh, Justin, you cracked me up. Anyway, what was I saying? 3 tasks I need to get done. I need to dump all of these bottles, or at least 120 of them, so that tomorrow I can fill up 120 of them and seal them and get them ready to ship on Wednesday. Work, work, work. Piece of cake. Not a problem. But first things first, this first filtration has to get done. Then the proofing, and start the second filtration. And while the second filtration is running, then dump the bottles. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Yeah, so anyway, the next project I'm going to be working on next week, it's not the bathroom yet. This project is going to be a wall hanging. Where's it at? This project is going to be a wall hanging, an LED light, and it's going to look fucking cool and awesome. And it's going to be custom built, and we'll sell it in our shops. We'll sell it in the shop. We'll be able to sell it here. We'll give it out to bars. Come on. We'll be able to give them to bars as a little gift. Whew. Gotta fix this. Got a little clog up in here. All right, now let's try it again. Come on. Come on. Oh, shit. It always happens on the first run back through. All right, this will be fine, I think. No, I don't want to do this. I need it to clear out. Okay. Okay. Good start. Boy. There we go. All right. The exciting life of a distiller. I got a mouthful of whiskey right there. Not at the end of it. I got a mouthful of whiskey at the very beginning. I was not expecting a mouthful of cask strength whiskey. So I've just dumped these barrels. I just dumped these barrels a couple of days ago. They were settling. So we got a bunch of the barrel particulate down here in the bottom of the barrel. Just chilling, doing what barrel particulate does. The goal was to get that stuff to settle down so there wouldn't be uh, quite so much floating in the whiskey. So it'd make it a little bit easier to filter it. Whew. Lord, Lord, Lord. I was thinking about just leaving it be and coming back to it later, but there was too much in here for me to just hand wave it away and let it go. Probably a case or so of whiskey in there. I wanted to get it out. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to recover it with the other batch over there because I'm just going to dump that stuff in here and filter it out and then dump everything all together. Then I got my next batch of barrels coming in the mail in a couple of days. Jeez, this is strong. It smells great and delicious, but man, comes a point where you got to breathe. All right, so anyway, the wall hanging I'm doing is a backlit sign, etched acrylic in a wooden box with a backlit LED. So it's got a rotating colors, cycling colors behind and I got to build the box. I've got my trophy guy is making the acrylic acrylic front. He's etching the acrylic for me. If I wanted to make it bigger than 12 by 12, I've got to get a. I'm gonna have to etch it myself, and I don't want to etch it myself because I'm not stupid. All right, and that is that. First run through the filter is done. So you see, I thought I was ahead. I thought I had gotten ahead in the work. I thought I had a whole damn order sitting on the counter, ready to fucking go. Did I? No. I didn't have a whole order on the counter ready to go. I had a mistake on the counter. Half ruined fucking order that I have to redo. I'm glad I caught it before it was too late, before the bottles went out the door. If they'd have gotten out of the door, that'd have been a little bit disastrous. And I say that because it wouldn't have been the first time. One of my first batches of whiskey went out the door, unfortunately, with some minor impurities in the. And just like you said, Dustin, it's either got to be completely unfiltered or completely clean. And this was our straight whiskey, so it was a lighter colored whiskey to begin with. And when you have a lighter colored whiskey to begin with, and there's stuff, little particulate, it was just barrel fluff too. It wasn't anything like, mosquito hawks and spiders and shit. It was just barrel fluff. But you get barrel fluff, people see it, people freak out. They're like, oh my God, there's something in my whiskey. What is that floating in my whiskey? And then you're like, that's just barrel fluff, man. Chill out. It's fine. But they lose their collective shit over it. And now you have managers looking at it and everybody looking at it, putting closer scrutiny to it. And you got a problem. So we don't play this fucking game anymore. Our whiskey is pure as the driven snow. Should have. Which one am I working with? I think I'm working with. Which one do I work with first? Well, let's find out. I got to get my phone that has my file. Who's here? Anybody else? Tater Dom's here. And Ting Ting's here. Cheers, Ting. Cheers, Dom. I also figured out the problem with my computer. Like all the tech issues that I've been having, I've solved them. Well, I haven't solved them. I know what the problem is. I've been researching and looking, trying to figure out what it is that I need to get, whether it's a beefy GPU or a beefy CPU. And I finally looked at my CPU to see what generation my CPU was. And I have an M5 CPU. I'll let that sink in for a second. M5 CPU, which, yes, it is about 20 years old. No, not quite 20. It's almost 10. It's almost 10 years old. It's like 8 years old. I think we got it right after we moved in the house, which would have been 2016. So we're at 68.6 degrees. Let's see here. I think I want to go with this one first. So I'm trying to pick the hydrometer that I need to use. I believe I'm going to need this one to give me an accurate reading of where we're at, because I think we're going to be about 140 is the reading at 68 degrees. Let me get my notebook. 140 proof at, where's my fucking notebook? There it is. So, prepare yourselves for science content. Sorry. I need my pen. Voila, a pen. Fabulous. Go to the right month. February, March, April 23. Here we go. 42301, 42302, 42303. Yeah. So this is Blackout Bourbon. We are at 68 degrees. So I go to table 1, which is the hydrometer calibration table. Go to the right temperature to calibrate it at, because these hydrometers are calibrated like 64 degrees, I believe. Somewhere in that neighborhood. 60 degrees, 150, yeah, something like 60 degrees, 60, 61 degrees. So I'm at 68.8. 68.8 was the reading that I pulled, and we're at 138 proof. Yeah, 138, 139, 68.5. So I zero it in to 68.5 and 138 proof. 76 minus 68, 138 proof puts me at 138, 139 puts me at between 135 and 136 proof. So 138 at 68.5 degrees equals 100 and what did I say? 135. It's called 135.5. 5.5. Now, there should be 35 gallons in here. Yep. Should be 35 gallons in there right now. Yeah, so 35 gallons. So if I do that math, 35 gallons at 135 and a half proof. So 35 times 135.5. Divide that by 200. And I have 23 gallons of alcohol. 23.7 to be exact. Divide that by 0.45. That puts me at 52.6 gallons of alcohol. In order to get to 52.6, I've got to add 17 gallons. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to add... I think I started with 34. So I'm going to go with 34 times 135.5 divided by 200 divided by 0.45, 51.1. So I need to add 16 gallons. So I'm going to go cautiously here and add. I'm going to start with 12. I'm going to add 12 gallons, which will be 2 of my buckets right here. And I'll be right back. I'm going to go right over there to my water tank and add 12 gallons of water. Where's my other bucket? Hand-crafted whiskey. Everything's done by hand. Everything's done one step at a time. Methodical, by hand. Patience, patience, patience. Where's my other fucking bucket at? My fucking bucket. There it is. I used it to drain. That's not the bucket I'm looking for. No, this one will do. Well, I'm going to use this one. I might as well use the other one. The other one's cleaner. 6 gallons. That's only 3.5 gallons. What the fuck? All right. Well, this one wins. Oh, we'll just rinse it out. No big deal. Who else in the party over here? We got Ting Ting. Sorry, guys. I'm not monitoring. Oh, Sunflowers is here. Cheers, Sunflowers. Sorry, I'm not watching very close on the chat. I'm kind of working. And I got a lot of shit to get done tonight. I gotta get this proofing done tonight. The filtration can kind of wait till tomorrow, but the proofing absolutely has to be done tonight. I got to get the proofing done. Well, the filtration can start. I can start that tonight, but I need to get the filtration started so that I can. Well, I need to. I'm going to start the filtration so that I can dump the bottles that I need to dump. I need to dump 120 bottles. All right, that's 6 gallons there. I need to dump 120 bottles. Hi, I'm over there. So that I can fill the order on Wednesday. So I can fill 120 bottles between now and Wednesday. Now, it's not going to take me that long to fill that many bottles. I can do that in a couple of hours. I don't have to label them, so it's 4 hours worth of work. I can get that done on Wednesday morning, honestly. All right, so we're adding 12 gallons of water here. That's 6. That's 12. So 35 plus 12 should be 47. Should be. Stir it up. Get this out of the way. Stir it up. Let it settle. I may need to add 5 more gallons. We'll see. I don't think I'm going to get my shot glass totes ready in time for the Whiskey Fest on Friday. Just don't think I'm going to have them done. I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 already cut. I got another 10 lined up here to cut. But this takes precedence over that. I've got Thursday morning. I can get these done Thursday morning. So it's possible Thursday morning. Friday, I've got a couple hours Friday morning before I have to hit the road. I'm driving to Austin Friday in order to in order to showcase our blackout bourbon. So I've got a bottle. I've got to do some bottling. I don't have to do a lot of bottling. I only have to do like 2 cases worth. I don't have to do much for Friday. But I have to do some because I'm showcasing that whiskey specifically. Write down add 12 gallons. 12. 47 G at. All right, so we take the temperature reading first. Oh, it went up 5 degrees. It's 74 degrees. Excuse me. 74 degrees. Let's see what proofreading I get. I'm going to start with this one because this should get me in the neighborhood of what I'm looking for. So it's 74 degrees. if that's the temperature that we're going to be at, I need a proof reading of 74. I need a proof reading of 96. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need a proof reading of 96, and I have a proof reading right now of 110, 109. Nope. 104. Really 104 and a half. So if we have 47 gallons, we're at 104 and a half. It's 74 degrees. I am at 98 proof. 104.5. Oop. 104 at 74 equals 98.5. 98.2. Double check that temperature. Sorry about the science content. This is literally what I do. Yeah, we're at 73.8, 73.7, 73.6. So what this one shows. Closer to 73 up here. Okay, so we're going to call it 73 degrees instead of 74 degrees. And 104, right at 104. We'll call it 73. I don't want to overclock this. I'd rather it be a little high proof than a little low proof. So this is 98.6 is what I'm showing. Okay. So 47 gallons should get about the same. 47 times 98.6 divided by 200. I should get about the same amount. Yeah, still about 23 gallons of alcohol. Divide that by 0.45. 51.4. So I still need to add about 5 gallons. I'm going to go get 5 gallons of water. I'm going to get 4.5 gallons of water. It's going to be a little high proof, just a little bit, because I'm selling it all in the distillery. It's not going out to the stores. I don't want it to be low. Low is about as bad as it could possibly be. Oh, so I was talking about the tech, the computer. So I've been researching the computer. I have a really weak CPU. My CPU is ancient. It is as old as the day is long. So what I'm going to do, I'm researching to find a good, they have those Optiplex computers. I don't need a whole lot of shit in my computer. I don't need an audio card. All I need is a good CPU and a good GPU. And I really mostly need a good GPU, or a good CPU on my computer. I mostly need a good central processing unit. The graphics, I need good graphics, but I don't need great graphics. Mostly what I need my computer to be able to do is pat its head and rub its belly at the same time. And if it can't pat its head and rub its belly at the same time, we got a problem. And that's what the CPU lets it do, is pat its head and rub its belly at the same time. I had a board specifically designed for dumping bottles back into the barrel from the last time I had to do this. But it looks like I've used that board and harvested it into something else, unless it's down here. Let me see. Are you down here, little friend? Are you down here, little friend? harvested it into something else. Ah, it is no longer with us. It has ceased to be. It is an X-board. Oh, well, shit. All right. Unless it's over here for some inexplicable reason. Are you over here, little board? Are you over here now? Chop, 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 chop. You are not. You are not over here. You are not here. You are not there. You are not anywhere. Oh, I found some more boards that I could use for some shot glass totes, though. That's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna go check chat. While this settles, I'm gonna, and I get my last reading. What's going on over here? What's the budget? What are we talking about? Oh, the budget, I guess, for my computer. The budget for the computer is about $400. I've collected the first $130 from a whiskey sale to Mr. Jiggs. He got a bottle of whiskey, 2 bottles of whiskey, and a hat. And I'll come back and I'll do another show, a technology support show. But what I want to do before I do that, before I go and do another tech support show, I want to run a show with my son's computer, because my son has an Optiplex computer that basically has the same setup of what I'm looking for. He got it with, it didn't have a GPU when he got it. It just had the CPU, monitor, keyboard, speakers. He had all that shit. So it's 74 degrees. Like I said, it's 74 degrees. I'm looking at, sorry, H2O5G 52 at, okay, so we got 74 degrees. I'm looking for a proof at 74 degrees of about 96. Are we there yet? We are at 90. That is 9987. There's 6, 7, 8. We're at 97. Stop. We're at 97 and change. And I need to be at 96. I'll take it. 91.1 is where we're at. We're between 96 and 97. And the temperature is a little bit, that's 90, yeah, we're closer to 98 to be completely honest. But the temperature is right, is on the high end of 74, it's about 74 and a half. So if we move up towards 75, we're still a little bit high. I could probably put in another gallon of water. God damn, I am treading close. Dangerous fucking territory. Dangerous fucking territory. Children behave. That's what they say when we're together. And watch how you play. Color's right. Maybe even a little dark. I'm okay with that. We're treading really close to dangerous territory, though. I don't want to we're at 97, right at 98. It's settled down at 98. Temperature is at 74.3, 74.5. If I add a gallon of water, That's about 5 bottles. We're at right about 92 degrees or 92 proof. I'm calling it. I'm good. I'm gonna leave it as is. It's gonna be a little bit high, but this is our blackout bourbon. It's supposed to be a little bit high. This is the stuff that we made with the water from the flood, from the freeze. So this is that special edition whiskey made from the water harvested from the Great Freeze of 2021. So I wanted to be a little bit strong, but honestly, you're talking 46 proof or 46% alcohol by volume versus 45% alcohol by volume. You would have to be, you would have to be drinking with an alcohol hydrometer in your stomach to be able to identify, by taste, the difference of 2 proof points. I'm calling it. We're good. We're going to call it. We're going to go with, where's this? 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. It's high on 74 and it's just below 98. So we're going to call it. There we go. Equals 90.1. And that's where we stand. That is where we stand. But yeah, I wanted to be just a shade high. Not perceptibly high. You're not going to be able to drink it and go, oh, this is 96, not 95. But that's one of the joys of craft whiskey. You get a little bit of variance in each batch. I tell people that all the time. We get a little bit of variance. We get a little bit high, a little bit low. The biggest nightmare, like I had with the last batch, the biggest nightmare is proofing it. And then you check your reading and it's at 86. Like, Jesus, I went way over with that. That's a fucking nightmare. Because now you got to come up with fresh alcohol to put in there. And it's got to be aged. You can't just go with plain old whiskey. You got to have aged whiskey. It's got to be aged the same amount. If it's not aged the same amount, it's going to taste different. It's going to look different. You're going to end up with a mess. As long as if it's not a lot, you can get it. You can go with if it's not a huge amount, you can add some high proof, just pure alcohol to get the alcohol content back up. But yeah, that's a fucking disaster is what that is. You don't want to do that. You certainly don't want to do it with any significant amounts. If I'd overproofed it down to 75, way below 80, I'd have been fucked. It's easier to fix with vodka. It's hard to fix with whiskey. Very hard to fix with whiskey. Unless you just have a lot of whiskey behind. And, with the big guys, they don't have to worry about that shit. They have 5,000 gallons or whatever. They're bringing 5,000 gallons down to 100 proof or whatever. They don't have to worry about the shit the way we have to worry about the shit. Because if we mess with it, when you're messing with 50 gallons, there's not a lot of wiggle room. You throw in a half gallon when you should have, or you throw in a whole gallon when you should have thrown in a half gallon. You can throw the whole proof thing off by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can throw the whole proof thing off by a significant amount. That's bad. That'd be very bad. We don't want to do that. I need a bucket. This bucket will do. I think this bucket will do. Is it dry? It's dry enough. There we go. But now the hard work begins. I'll let that start. This is where I could use a couple of good helpers. One person running the whiskey to the to the barrel while I do this, or one person doing this while I run it to the barrel. Go ahead and get this started, I suppose. That. That there. Okay, so those are going to go back in this barrel. This is going to stay here and filter to this one. So I'm going to switch these two from here to here. And then I'm going to come over and chat with y'all for a second. So I want to be a good host. So what I talked, we talked about the computer situation. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to run a stream with my son's computer because he basically has the same setup that I'm looking to get. I think I'm looking at a computer that has a little bit beefier CPU than what he has. But he was buying, oh, look at that. Y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Look at that. Look at that nasty shit. This is the, oh, y'all ass backwards. Live concert. There we go. Now y'all see. Okay. That's what gets filtered out of this shit. Look at all that nastiness. That is gross. But he has, I think, an i6 CPU, and I'm looking at an i7 CPU. But if his i6 runs my stream, then, oof. Okay. Need my brush. Scrub that thing out. If his i6 will run my stream, then I don't need an i7. I can use the i6, and then I can buy his computer from him. Or, you know, buy a computer and give him the computer I'm buying. Whatever. You know, 6 of one, half dozen the other, that sort of shit. I mean, he hasn't even had his for a year. There we go. He hasn't even had his computer for a year, so it's not like it's a depreciated asset or anything. But yeah, that's what I'm kind of looking at. Because then he'll have a better processor, he'll have an upgraded computer. He'll have a better processor, an upgraded computer, and I'll have a processor and computer that's adequate for my needs with a pretty decent graphics card for any kind of gaming and shit that I want to do on the computer, which is, you know, most of my gaming is done on the console anyway. It's not like I'm in my office playing Fortnite. I'm in the living room playing Fortnite because I'm a grown-up and I have a TV. That's my TV. Come on. I have to pull this shit through again. I am. God damn it. Come on, bitch. All right. Phase 2 has begun. Now, get this up here where it needs to go. What do we got over here? There we go. Shut up, Ting Ting. Is this? You don't own a TV? Dustin doesn't own a TV. Well, I'm of a certain age where, you know, you own a TV. That's just what you have. Um, let's see here. Sunflower took off. Bye, sunflowers. Thanks for joining us. Um, yeah, well, you see, swapping out parts for better parts is good, but I've got a laptop over here. I can't swap out parts for better parts. My computer is what it is. I have a 5M processor with 8 gigs of RAM. My video card is embedded in the motherboard. So I could still, I mean, my computer's just fine for browsing the internet, watching YouTube videos, hell, uploading videos and doing basic editing stuff. That's fine. It's absolutely fine. But as far as heavy duty editing or anything like that, you know, putting things together using DaVinci, things like that, or hell, even using, you know, pulling in 3 or 4 people on Restream or StreamYard, it's my system can't handle it. It just can't handle it. It starts to skip, and I start dropping frames, and I start dropping. I just can't. My system can't handle it. It chokes. Um, so, screaming deal on a desktop. Let me scroll up. Sunflower took off. Love you, Sunflower. Bye. Microcenter.com/products. I just clicked on it, so we're gonna see. You see the video skipping? That's what my computer does. I start to immediately start to drop frames and be bad at what it does. Event live chat token. Am I sure I want to leave YouTube? Yeah. Go to site microcenter.com, please and thank you. Yeah, Dell Optiflex. That's what it is. That's what I'm looking at on Amazon. I'm looking on Amazon, but let's see what Micro Center has. Yeah, that's the same deal. Yeah, Intel Core 7i, terabyte solid state, um, Intel HD graphics card. I think it has like a, I don't know, it has a GeForce graphics something or other. I don't know what it is. But yeah, it's the same thing. $350, refurbished Optiplex, whatever it is. Yeah, I'm too old to remember the fucking details. It's a goddamn computer thing. I know how my dad felt when he'd call me up and be like, "Is this a good deal on a computer?" And like, I don't know. Looks like it. Looks like it'll do the things you need it to do. I don't know. What are you gonna do? Play Sudoku and Minecraft or Minesweeper? Mostly, mostly play solitaire. Yeah, that's what I figured, Dad. You'll be fine. You'll be able to play solitaire on that. It'll be good. But now that I'm learning, I'm trying to make the effort to learn how to do better streaming. And I'm now, yeah, I wasn't certain as to what I needed, whether it was a graphics card or the CPU. If I needed to focus my effort on getting a good GPU or focus my effort on getting a good CPU. The CPU is it's the brain. You know, you got this thing coming in here, this thing coming in here, processes everything, spits it back out. I need a good graphics card just to handle the graphics, especially if I'm going to do 1040 or, you know, 3 cameras or whatever, and I got all the video running and it's processing all the different video. I need that. But um, yeah, that whole thing, it's a crazy good deal. I mean, without question, $335 is a great deal. Um, so again, if my son's computer will do the trick I'll buy it off of him for $300, and then he can buy the new computer for $350 or $400, whatever. But he spent, I think, $600 on his build altogether because he had the basic computer without the graphic card, plus the monitor, plus the get the monitor, the keyboard, all that shit. It was a Optiplex package, and that package altogether was I think $400 without the GPU, and then he went and bought the GPU for a couple $100. So it might have been $300 without the GPU, and then he bought the GPU for another $300. So there you go. But if his computer will run my stream, if I can get 3 or 4 people on, and it should be fine with an i6, but if I can get 3 or 4 people on with StreamYard and not have any problems processing it, or Restream and not have any problem processing it, then I've got myself a new computer, and I may bring it up here and run streams here. Um, I don't know what I'll do at that point because it's a desktop, so it's going to be stationary. I'm not going to move it back and forth between here and home and here and home and here and home. But here, this seems to be working okay here. I don't know. It seems to be fine, I guess. I mean, I'm not doing a whole lot. It's one stationary cam and then my built-in cam. Hard to get a good GPU. Well, yeah, I mean, a computer with a good GPU. Yeah, it is. It's hard. Plus, he had the monitor and all the other shit that went with it. He got a good. I thought he got a good deal because once you have the monitor, you never really have to upgrade the monitor. I mean, he'll probably upgrade his monitor because it was an okay monitor, but he could probably use a better one. I don't think his monitor was as good as the monitor I have on my desktop at home. But I, if I'm doing music and everything here, I should probably have the desktop here and not the laptop. The laptop probably is fine at home, but I'm more likely to do the multi-stream format at home than I am here. Might just get 2 computers, one for home, one for here, and one for travel. Or give this one to my wife for her to do what she does with, teaching and things like that. Because she could use another laptop. I don't know. Hello, bug. You're out of here. Bye. All right. Well, I gotta dump this. I gotta dump this whiskey. Let me flip the cameras one more time. Live concert. You bought the new system right before the shortage. Well, that's good. And the cool thing I'm understanding about these Optiplex computers is they're basically old office hardware. So they're like old office computers that they're repurposing. They're old office computers that are being refurbished and repurposed. This is gonna fucking take forever. Ah, nope, 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 nope. Not how we're gonna do this. Not how we're gonna do this. Where I gotta find that fucking board, and if not that board, I gotta get another board to take its place. Not gonna fucking do this. Uh, all right, all right, fine. We got not gonna do it that way. Gotta get, gotta get it. Get it, girl. Gotta get it. Gotta get it. Gotta get it. Gotta get it. Get it, girl. Where the fuck is the boards that I'm looking for? I've got so many like half built things. I've got piles of pallets that I need to break up and use See, the thing is, I want to. These pallets are useful for something. I don't want to just take this scrap wood because that's going to be like decoration wood. But I'm sure I can pull a couple of boards over here that are just subpar. Yeah, this one will work. Is it wide enough? Yeah, that'll work. All right. Um, drill. I know. I will absolutely spend 20 minutes solving a problem. But you know, in the long run, it'll save me time. In the long run, this will save me time. In the long run. In the long run, we all die. All right, that's one hole. Pull you out like that. I should be able to get 3. Well, that's subpar. I'm not supposed to do that. Definitely not supposed to do that. Oh, it's because I put it too far in the chalk. That explains a lot. 2. I can fit 4 on here, I think. So I feel the handle of this thing coming off. That's not good. One more will do. Come on. Beautiful, perfect, wonderful, fabulous. All right. There we go. Perfect. Trials and tribulations. Trials and tribulations. That's what we have to go through in life. You got to go through them both. Trials and tribulations. They build character in some cases. In some cases, they wear you down until you're broken. The key is to know when to hold them, and know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run. I'm kidding. That's not the key. The key is to know which trials and tribulations are important, and which trials and tribulations are just distractions. Which is to say, you got to know which fights to fight. Because I probably could have ignored this little mishap. I could have just let it slide. But it only takes one person to notice it. One person notices it, then you're kind of fucked. Because that one person notices it, that one person posts it up on the YouTubes or the Twitter feeds. The one person does it. That one person posts it, and the next thing you know, Old Humble's got dirty whiskey. Old Humble's got dirty whiskey? What's that all about? Like, God damn it. What's that floating in my whiskey? Oh, it's just part of the barrel. It's not that big of a deal. No? It becomes a big deal. And then what you gonna do? Fucking deal with stuff. That's what you're gonna do. You gotta fucking deal with it. You gotta go out and pick up all the bottles, or better still, they just throw them in the trash. Which is terrible for me. It's great for them, but fucking terrible for me. Because I could have used that whiskey. I could have taken that whiskey and cleaned it up. But they can't do that. It's easier for them. It's easier for us. Oh, it's easy for y'all. It's fine. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just $8,000 worth of product I'm throwing in the trash. When I could literally just run it through a filter. But what do y'all care? Specs is a multi-million-dollar corporation. They don't give a shit about a small guy who's just scraping by, trying to make things work. But even worse than the monetary cost is the reputational cost. Because shit, it's hard to get that back. Once you have dirty whiskey, oh man, that's like showing up to school with a dirty ass. Show up to middle school with a dirty ass, man, those boys are gonna fucking kill you. Michael's got a dirty ass, dirty ass. Michael smells like poop all the time. Man, leave Michael alone. His family's poor. You don't get to take showers like y'all do. Leave Michael be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Poor Michael. Literally. We called him Poor Michael because he was poor. Family was poor. We were merciless. God, we were terrible people. I don't know how kids even fucking survived the 90s. The 1990s, 1980s. How do kids even survive that shit? We were just merciless. I guess they grew up to be psychopaths, I suppose. So it's not so much they survived the 90s, it's we traumatized them so much that they just grew up to be psychopaths. You're welcome, America. So the dumping process, we get a little help from a little machine goes a little quicker. And I don't know if a board with holes in it counts as a machine, but it definitely does the trick. Check chat, see what y'all talking about. Z-Man's in the house. What's up, Z-Man? Hey, if you haven't subscribed, by the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. We're at 1990. I want to say 1995, 1990, somewhere in that area, as far as subscribers go. We're on the march to 2,000. I assume we're going to get there eventually. I just clicked the button on my computer, so we'll see if my computer crashes because I have a 10-year-old CPU. I almost lost my voice last week. It's coming back nicely. I'm happy about that. The official subscriber count on my channel. I'm looking that up right now. I think last I saw it was 1994. Old Humble Distilling, don't take us home to mom. That's a good one. That one's brand new. I'm going to what? Wait, what? MSI Gaming GeForce. Who's trying to trade? What are you trying to trade me for some whiskey? I know anyone that might be interested in one of these. GeForce RTX. Oh, fuck, that's a bunch of. I don't know what that is. Is that a card? Video card. Okay, video card RTX. Yeah, see all that line of the string of letters and shit, and I'm like my eyes glaze over. And I don't even know what the fuck. Appreciate it, Z-Man. Thank you so much. Looking at my dashboard, I am at 1994 as of right now, but honestly, I don't know if that's like really a super live or just a little bit delayed. If I go to the analytics page where it counts the live count, can I add that to the screen? No, I don't have that on this version, in this setup. Yep, there it is, 1994. If I switch to the last 7, I'm looking at all the stuff. Y'all can't see what I'm looking at. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Yep, there it is, 1994. It went up to 94 today. Yesterday it was at 92. Today it's at 94. All right, I'm not going to leave that screen open because I think it's affecting my performance. Back to work. Okay, like I said earlier, I'm going now on 21 hours of work today, of being awake, just because I was up all night, literally up all night doing taxes. I have one more tax return to file tomorrow. Um, one more tax return to file tomorrow, but it's an easy one. And I just got to call a guy, get a copy of an old tax return so that I can get a piece of data off the old tax return and plop it in there. This was one of those simple single W-2 tax returns. It just wasn't for me. It was for somebody else. So I got to get it done. Because if I don't get it done, well, you know, ass pounding federal prison and all that shit. Looking good. Looking good. We have a little bit of a flow problem, I'm afraid. Still a little lighter than I want it to be. But darker than it was. I'll be right back. Sit tight. All right. Okay, back to work. All right, what are we doing? What are we doing? Let's focus up. Focus, focus, focus. All right. Ah, I need to file taxes in 2 states and all this other. Yeah, I mean that all sucks. I mean that's what we do. It's all right, Dom. You can. I mean, once I figured out what it was, it was all right. It was just, that shit just glazes my eyes over. It's hard. It's hard for me to follow. But I'm just not a. I'm not what they call a technophile. I go into the store and I'm just like, what's a good one? Like, this will do. Like, you got a better price on that? They're like, if you want a better price, go with this one. Like, all right, cool. That's all I need to know, fam. Which one should I buy? I'm kind of the same way with cars, too. I'm like, that's how much I have to spend. I'd rather not spend it all. I'm in the mood for this car. Hook me up, sales guy. I am either a salesman's best wet dream or worst fucking nightmare. Because if I don't want the thing, they're not going to sell me the thing. But if I want it, fuck. You don't even have to talk to me. I'm just like, I point and I'm like, I want that one. That's it. I'm done. I've already decided I'm going to buy it when I walk in the door. I mean, there's obviously always room for, you can talk me up into stuff or added features or whatever, and I'll just be like, yeah, whatever, fuck it, sounds like fun. Hadn't even considered that. Hook me up with the naked lady mud flaps or whatever you want to put on the truck. I'm fine with that. As long as I get the truck, it's cool. But the car or the computer or whatever it is, I'm just like, I need that. Shit. I'm also, of an age that I want, some of the comfort things. I don't have to deal with this. I want to deal with that. Just like, I don't need the upgrade. I'll just do this thing with that thing. And then I think about it for a couple of minutes. I'm like, I'm not going to do that. Like with our last house, we opted to not get a lot of the upgrades from the builder because I figured I'd put the upgrades in myself. And the logic with that, I don't know how sound the logic was, but the logic was if we build the house without the upgrades and then add the upgrades, then the value of the house would go up when we sell it. Clever, huh? So instead of paying for $60,000 worth of upgrades in the house with our mortgage, we decided to save the 60 grand and put in the upgrades ourselves. And we did. We actually did the upgrades ourselves. I put in a covered patio in the back. Countertop upgrades, floor upgrades. We put in a bunch of shit ourselves. And that raised the value of the house by like $30,000, $40,000. As opposed to paying for $60,000 for the upgrades. And then them not just, not appreciating in value with the rest of the house. But on the other hand, something on a car, that doesn't appreciate in value. It might help the car hold its value. But that car is not going to be more valuable at the end of its life because it has an audio system that made your podcast sound that much better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I'll do my upgrades. You know, with a computer, I mean, what the fuck upgrade? Unless it's got like a really cool. Like I only need a couple of things. Like oh, it's got a clear side to it, so you can really see what's going on. And I don't care. It's got the LGB lights, or whatever they're called. RGB lights. LGB. All the lights are very inclusive. Very inclusive. They include everybody. This is going really slow. It's just trickling out. What's going on there? That's a little bit better. What I'm trying to do is loosen up whatever is clogging this. Get the pressure to go down a little bit. So it'll flow a little smoother through the filter. And it works. The pressure drops about 4 psi. And we all know what PSI stands for. It stands for Oppa Gangnam Style. Oh, oh, oh. By the way, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight. You give me somebody to talk to so I don't fall asleep while I'm working. Like I did the other night when I was doing taxes. And I literally fell asleep while I was doing the taxes. Not cool. Oh. It was not cool. Maybe get a blister on your little finger. Maybe get a blister on your thumb. We got to lift those microwave ovens. Custom kitchen delivery. We got to move these refrigerators. We got to move these color TVs. I've contacted Zips Liquor here in the Houston market 16 straight days. 3 weeks in a row. 3 business weeks in a row. 5 days in a row. Plus 1 today. Today's Monday. And I started posting about it on Twitter. Not every day, but every couple of days. And I know for a fact that Zips's Twitter page is monitored because they post stuff periodically. Not every day, but they post stuff nearly every day. They post enough to know that their shit's monitored. So I know they've seen the posts because their social media manager can't post without seeing. They don't have that much activity on their feed. They don't have a lot of comments. They don't have a lot of likes. They don't have a lot of anything. So I know when they open up their Twitter, they see, unless they've got a bunch of scheduled posts that they've got going on. If they've got a bunch of scheduled posts, they may not be seeing what I'm doing. You know, these may have all been posts that they've written 2 weeks ago, and they're just posting up now. You know, National Hot Dog Day or whatever fucking stupid National Recognition Day is going on. For whatever stupid gimmick is going on the calendar. It's National Hug Engineer Day. National Accountants Are Important Day. National Eat 2 Pizzas Day. Whatever. How about National Don't Shoot Up an Elementary School Day? We should do that one. I mean, most of us observe that every day, right? Well, like make it a national thing, so like everybody doesn't shoot up a elementary school. That'd be kind of cool. Don't shoot up a bank day. National Trade Your Guns for Pool Cues Day. That'd be a cool day. That's bad. I guess it was inevitable that that would happen. See if I can fish the last one out. Ah, there we go. That one was full when it went down. Woo! It's all right. National Be Outraged Over a Beer Can Day. I've been going back and forth on Twitter with this dude who just absolutely insists that Budweiser fucked up because $6 billion in market value and they don't know their audience. And I'm like, actually, they do know their fucking audience, you moron. You're not the audience. Why are you so upset about this? Unless you are their audience. Like, you wouldn't have known about this fucking ad if it hadn't been told to you by the outrage machine on the right. Like, are you really mad about it, or are you just fucking stupid? He's like, oh, well, I don't even drink. I've been sober for 30 years. Like, you've been sober for 30 years? Why the fuck do you even care what Budweiser does? What the fuck is wrong with you? You've been sober for 30 years and was some kind of person? What the fuck is wrong with you, man? He's like, $6 billion shows that it was a mistake. $6 billion? $6 billion in market value that they got back. It took them 4 days to get the market value back, or most of the market value back. I'm not sure if it's recovered yet, but mostly recovered. Because it dropped, I think, $3 and came back 2, or dropped 4 and came back 2. But I mean, Jesus Christ, they're a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate. If anybody can afford $6 billion, it's them. And it's even $6 billion in market value. It's just paper money. Shit, it's not even paper money. It's digital money. It's full-on imaginary money. It's money they can't spend. It's money they can't eat. And they can leverage it if they're taking loans out. But AB InBev isn't. They're not. They're not taking loans against the market value of their corporation. That's not something they're doing. Two over there, two over here, and then we're done. Got a few more to go. Dump those two if I want to. I probably ought to, just to make sure that I got I'm getting everything clean. I will. I'll keep going. I'm here. I got time. It's still filtering. It's taking a long time for it to filter because that filter's a little bit clogged up on the inside. It's got some gunk and debris in there. Check on it real quick. Give it another tappa, tappa, tappa. Can't fix it with a good hard whack. You probably ought to hire a professional. All right, well, we're moving. I wonder if I put the filters in backwards, or one of the filters in backwards. No, it'd be a higher pressure than that. It's doing what it's supposed to do, I guess. Just taking a sweet goddamn time doing it. What time is it anyway? Is it 2 o'clock yet? Should I be wrapping this up? 1:34. Not so bad. National Don't Shoot the Kid Knocking on the Door. That's a good one. That's a good day. Don't shoot your fucking neighbor day. Yeah, we could do all kinds of cool national days like that. Switch over to live chat. Come on, YouTube. It's gonna tell me what I want to see. Click on that. Come on. Open, 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 open. All right. I'm not chatting actively in chat, but I'm definitely watching. I'm listening, guys. I'm here. I'm paying attention. 430 divided by 60 is 7.5 hours. So I'm going to go live again tomorrow night. The goal, it might be here. I might be doing the same thing tomorrow night. Because this is filtration number 2. I'll be on filtration 3 tomorrow night. And if we're going number 3, then it'd be time for actual bottling. And since this is our blackout bourbon, I'll be teeing up our brand new labels for the blackout whiskey. That'll be fun. But I also gotta switch over, and I'll probably do some filtering off camera. Get some of everything moving. My fingers beginning to hurt. Get everything moving. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoops. 12. Good. All right. Because I got to get that order out the door for these guys. Got to get this order out the door. So I got a box, bottle box, shipped tomorrow. And we can do a happy hour tomorrow night, I guess. I'll come up with a topic and just be a little bit different format instead of you doing the me at the desk and the old humble guy costume and shit. This will be me here doing this. We talk about the show. Do the same damn thing. I'll just be working while I do it. Off center. I'm definitely going to have a blister on my finger tomorrow. Maybe get a blister on my thumb. Brum, brown, 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 brown. Whiskey River, take my mind. Don't let her memories torture me. Oh, Whiskey River, don't run dry. Ah, you're all I got, take care of me. Down, but down, down, down. Drowning in a whiskey river. And amber current washing on my soul. Oh, my mind. And the heart she left so cold. Whiskey River, take my mind. Let a memory torture me. Whiskey River, don't run dry. That's twice I've done that now. That was 100% empty bottles floating in the water. Awesome. I'll take those. I saw it slowly working its way over. You're all I got, take care of me. While I'm drowning in a whiskey river, bathing in the amber, flowing across my mind, and something about the heart she left so cold. I don't really know the words to all the song. I can sing them when I see them, but I mean, I'm sure y'all got them in chat. Y'all can post them. Whatever. Let Columbia Pictures or RCI, whoever, they can jump my ass about it. Don't shoot the kid knocking on your door. You know, that happens every once in a while. Japan, if I'm not mistaken, issued a travel warning to their students in the United States after one of their students got killed because they had their car had broken down and they needed help and they were knocking on a door and the homeowner didn't know what they were saying because they were speaking Japanese. And of course, they shot them because that's what we do when we see things we don't understand. We see a little Japanese girl screaming. I mean, that's what it sounds like to your ears, at least. When you hear somebody speaking at you in a foreign language, it just sounds like baka 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 baka. No offense intended. The Romans did the same thing. That's how we got barbarians, because they went ba 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 when they talk. The story as old as time. We don't understand foreign languages. They sound, get this, foreign to us. Even the French, which I've tried to study and tried to learn, it just sounds like a their soft R's and French chins. Ugh. This is boring. So y'all know, I'm bored. I'm trying to entertain myself, keep myself entertained right now. Like, this is annoying. I fucking did this just a few days ago. I put the fucking caps on these bottles. You know what I mean? Just a few days ago. This one's stuck. Ah, there we go. Feeling the amber current flowing through my mind. Ugh. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 3 more. Do you mean even number? 2. Ugh. This is not a multiple of 4. It's 18. But that's fine. All right, we're doing good as far as the filtration goes. It's just going slow because of the clog, and I'm gonna let it settle. I'm gonna flush it, or rather, I'm gonna let it dry before I do the third filtration. The third filtration is the fine filtration. I'm gonna let it dry, and then I'm going to come back tomorrow morning, do the third filtration and bottling at the same time. Because I want to do this I want to refilter this at the same time I refilter that. Because all I got to do is the third filtration on this load of bottles. So what I will do is I will queue up 10 cases of bottles here, along with 10 cases of bottles there. And we will get our blackout bourbon done, or at least a portion of our blackout bourbon, in time for the Whiskey Fest on Friday. Because I think I'm going to take 1 case to the Whiskey Fest. But that's all I really need to take. Whoops. Washing whiskey all over the floor over here. Feeling the amber current flowing through my mind. warming the heart she left so cold. Down, da-da-da-da-da. Whiskey River, take my mind. I really do like Willie Nelson's version of that song the best. I like his voice. You know that high pitched or that mid pitched twangy voice he's got? It's not low. It's not high. It's just kind of in the middle. It's this nasally tenor sound that he makes. He's a fucking treasure. An absolute treasure. Feeling amber. So I'm stuck in a goddamn loop. I've got that verse on a loop in my head. That's how a person goes crazy, you know. All right, what's we got over here in chat? What are we talking about? What's going on, boys? Travel, anyone heading to Cleveland? Mr. Jiggs is in the house. Did you get your package, Mr. Jiggs? Cheers, cheers, cheers. Did you get your package? I hope you did. I hope it arrived, and I hope it arrived in safe condition. $23 is 40, 400, 469. 460 was 500 and, oh, 69 plus 460. That's 529. Oh, oh, it's almost 2 o'clock. I need to wrap this up so I can get to bed at a reasonable hour. 3 o'clock will be 24 straight hours since I went to bed. Ugh. Still getting an okay flow, just not great. All right, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Kenny Rogers was another one that my dad used to listen to. He had the Gambler LP, 8-track and LP. Somebody once asked me who was the best storytelling songwriter, and he was trying to like go with like Robert Plant or Steve Tyler, you know, one of those guys that wrote songs that would fucking tell a story. You know, Janie's got her gun. I'm like, God damn, dude, Johnny fucking Cash. Johnny Cash would tell a story with his songs. Jesus. People wish they could tell stories like Johnny Cash. Boy Named Sue. Is there a Meatloaf? He wrote a whole opera. Probably Steve Tyler's a better storyteller than Meatloaf. Please. I think I might go ahead and just go with the new label. I mean, I don't know. I've already bottled them. I've already labeled them. I hate to go through and just remove all the labels and put on the new labels, you know? But at the same time, I will see. Oy. We'll see. May need to get some more bands for my whiskey bottles, though. It's a few more to empty, or to pull the tops off. Oh, so Mr. Jig, since you're late to the party, let me explain what's going on. I found some impurities in my whiskeys. There's not a lot. It's just a little things, a handful of little impurities in there. But I found it in enough bottles that it would take me more time to inspect the bottles than it would to just dump them, refilter them, and be good with it. So I'm just dumping them, refiltering them. They're gonna be good with it. We're gonna go that route. It's part of my quality control. I can be a little psychotic about it sometimes, so I'm gonna be psychotic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Got 11 more to go. Damn, I'm wearing out fast. I hope that filtration finishes by the time I'm done with this shit. Whiskey River, take my mind. Don't let her memories torture me. Whiskey River, don't run dry. I only have one tasting tomorrow, so I only need one bottle. So that's okay. Trying to get everything I can. Everything I can that needs to be taken care of. Get it all taken care of all at once. Still a lot in there. All right, in the NFL draft coming up, they've been talking about the fucking draft for seems like a goddamn month. I do not get the excitement that grown men have over watching a bunch of dudes basically read out of a phone book. I mean, what's the fucking... I mean, I get, like, being excited about your team and your players and whatever. I get that. Like, as the kids would say, no cap, right? I get that. But, like, does seeing the name get read carry more excitement than just reading about it the next day? Like, you're going to have an NFL watch party? A draft day watch party? Really? To watch, like, grown-ass fucking men in suits read? I mean, we're not even talking about, like, hot chicks. You know, where you're like, oh, fuck, I'd watch her read out of a fucking phone book. Yeah, like, I don't know, insert porn star's name. Bella Danger. I saw an internet post with her today, a Twitter post or a Instagram post. Look, my little cousin ran into her today. And I'm like, who the fuck's that? And I look at the chat. It's a Bella Danger. She's apparently some kind of porn star. And according to her bio, she's like a 27-year-old porn star. Which means she's almost old enough to be put out onto the iceberg and pushed out to sea. Bravo to her for doing her thing. But I guess there's older porn stars than 27. I guess. I mean, I'm sure you can be a octogenarian porn star, right? Bitches born in the 40s. Shaking their damn money makers into their 80s. I don't see why not. I'm sure there's guys who are into that sort of thing. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, the draft. I mean, it's literally old men reading out of a phone book. If it's the owners, if it's the coaches or the GMs, or, you know, sometimes they have super fans do it. I mean, the phone book is NFL or college players. But what difference does it make if you find out that the Texans picked a quarterback in round 3 instead of the second pick in the draft? What fucking difference does it make? You do it on day 1 or 9 hours later. You could be living your best life today. You could be going out doing something, watching a movie, having dinner, talking to your spouse. You'd be flaming some troll on Twitter about a gay beer can or something. I don't know. Whatever gets you going. But no, instead of that, you're watching at the second pick of the draft, the Texans pick Aronson. Aaronson. Aronson. The third pick in the draft. I don't know if that's the third pick in the draft this year. The Seattle Seahawks picked Clyde Aronson. C. Aronson. Aronson. Whew. Getting a little loopy in here. Still coming out at a good pace. shit. All right. I see what you did there, you son of a bitch. What we got here? It's quiet. All right, that's good. Three concurrents. All right. Boy, wearing out. I am wearing out. My legs hurt. My knees hurt. My feet hurt. Everything hurts. All right. Very tired. Elon bragging about firing 80% of his Twitter staff. I guess he actually did that, didn't he? It kind of shows, to be honest. I mean, Twitter is a fucking shit show. It hasn't gotten better. I've noticed, I wouldn't call it performance issues, but the algorithm has definitely changed since Elon took over. The quality of people in my feed has definitely changed since Elon took over. And not for the better. You know, there was never a circumstance, there was never a situation in the world where Twitter is just an open forum. It never was. It never is. It's a curated forum where you seek out people and the algorithm sends you people based on who you have sought out. Yeah, I mean, it's an echo chamber. You build an echo chamber. You're literally building an echo chamber. That's what it's for. Like, we're not on Twitter to interact with people we don't like. We're not on Twitter to find, like, alternating viewpoints and competing viewpoints. That's not why we're... Nobody goes to Twitter to seek enlightenment. If that's why you're on Twitter, you're a fucking idiot. No. Daddy Elon wants to, make sure you get a diverse, well-rounded experience. Or at least wants to make sure I get a diverse, well-rounded experience. Quite honestly, I don't need a parade of numbnut numbskulls coming at me trying to tell me why the earth is, gonna be just fine. Just fine. No matter how many hydrocarbons we put into the air. No matter what the scientists tell you. Besides, only beta cucks listen to scientists. Which in and of itself is one of my favorite things to listen to people pontificate about. Pornhub post. What? All right, I gotta see what that's all about. Whoop. Come on. Don't die on me now. Get on up there. Come on. Almost there. Stay on target. There it is. Whew. Come on. Almost done. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. We're there. All right, now I'm going to let this dry overnight. That can dry overnight. And when it's done drying, then it should flow much smoother. Let's see here. Where are we at? Army of one. uh, why anyone uses Twitter? Yeah, Twitter's a fucking trash hole. I mean, I use it because it's for the distillery more than anything else. It's a great way to get information out about the distillery. I've got 7,600 followers over there, so it's a really easy way to get things out. But most of the flat Earth stuff that I get is on TikTok, to be completely honest. I get very little of it on anywhere else. Oh, some porn star. Yeah, it was a Bella Danger. Some dude, some basketball player, college, I think. I don't know. They're like, look who my little brother ran into, and like I didn't recognize who the dude was. I didn't recognize who the chick was. Like, I was like, what? Who? I had to go into the comments to find out who the fuck it was. I recognize the name of Bella Danger. She's some kind of porn star. Uh, so there you go. Anyway, no, the whole point was that she would be, if she was reading, she was doing whatever. You'd be like, yeah, I'd watch her do whatever. Watch her read from the phone book, because reading from the phone book is boring. So obviously, you watch her read from the phone book because she's fucking gorgeous. Uh, I mean, she's looked like a normal chick in the picture because I think she was at the gym or something. I don't know. I think you can hear in my voice that I've suddenly gotten extremely tired. I'm just about ready to pack it in. It is 2:15. I'm gonna let that dry for the next 4 or 5 hours. Come back in here at like 8 in the morning. Bottle up some whiskey. Get ready for the Whiskey Fest on Friday. Get ready for my tasting. So tomorrow's Tuesday. I've got a tasting at 5. I've got a tasting on Wednesday at 5. I've got an open day on Thursday, but I've got an appointment at 3 that I have to be at on Thursday. And then Friday, I leave here at like 1. And I go to Austin, so I can be in Austin by 4 o'clock, because there's a dinner at 5 that I am attending to present our blackout bourbon. And talk about the blackout bourbon, what's special about our blackout bourbon, and the water we used, and the story behind it, and da 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 da. And then I drive home after that, get a few hours sleep, and saddle up on Saturday and head back to Austin for the Texas Whiskey Fest on Saturday, which is a really fun party. 36 distilleries from the state of Texas. All from the state of Texas. A true Texas distilling event. Well, look at the fuck. Goddamn bacon just showed up. So let me show y'all what I'll be working on tomorrow. What I'll be bottling up tomorrow. Well, first I'll be bottling up 10 of these cases that I emptied. I'll be bottling up 10 of these cases and getting them ready to ship out on Wednesday. But I'll show y'all this now since you're here. This is the Blackout Boomtown Blackout Bourbon label. But even more importantly, the new back end, the backside of it. See what that says? Impossible is un-American. Impossible is un-American. That is a slogan that was chiseled into stone above the doors of the high school here in Humble, Charles H. Bender High School. Impossible is un-American. And if some kind of slogan were to, if I were to adopt some kind of dumb slogan as like a organizing force of what I do in general, it would be that we don't do impossible things because we can, or because they're easy, or because they're they're accessible, or they make sense. We do impossible things specifically because they're impossible. We make the impossible possible. You, we don't just throw our hands up and go, it's impossible. We can't fucking do it. No, we didn't put a person on the moon because it was easy. We didn't put a person on the moon because it was possible. We did it because it was impossible. And we look at the impossible and so we say, that's not American. We do not fucking do impossible. Impossible is un-American. I tell my kids all the goddamn time, we don't do can't. We do haven't figured it out yet. But by God, give us a minute and we'll figure it out. We'll walk through the problem. We'll break it down one step at a time. What is it that we need to solve next? What's the next thing that we need to solve? There's a series of problems and you got to solve them. One problem leads to a solution. The solution leads to another series of problems. You solve those problems. Those solutions lead to another set of problems. You solve those problems. And you go from problem to problem and you solve the problems until eventually you make your way home. That's how we do things. That's what makes us Americans. We don't throw our hands up and go, oh, it's too fucking hard. That's just the price you got to pay. I guess we're just going to have some dead astronauts. No, we don't fucking do that. We don't do that, by God. We look at the hard. We look at the impossible and we say, how can we make this possible? Because we're Americans and that's what we do. What makes us exceptional is that we have this creative ability to find solutions where none are apparent. And if there's still no solution when we search, we make a solution. That's what we do. Because impossible is un-American. Impossible is un-American. That's how we fucking roll. And you know, we don't quit. We don't quit. We just get up and we go to the next thing. We go to the next stone. Just get up for the next at bat. We just go. We go. We didn't lay down and quit when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor. God damn it. We stood up and we said, we're gonna fucking take this fight to the French or something. And just like when the Afghans knocked down those buildings, we said, by God, we're going to destroy Iraq. And we did. Because impossible is un-American. We do the things that are hard. Because they're hard. Not because they're easy. Because they are hard. By God, we do it. Because if it was easy, anybody would do it. If it was easy, the fucking French would do it. Anyway, I'm tired. I need to go to bed. We got a long drive home. Actually, that's not true. It's not a very long drive. But I got about 3 hours worth of work in front of me tomorrow. So I need to get my shit together. We literally did. We attacked France. We landed troops on the northern shore of France, or the northwest shores of France, because we got attacked by Japan at Pearl Harbor. The Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor, so we attacked France. Fuck you, France! I mean, Germany occupied it, you know, but. That's fucking hilarious. We did. That's exactly what we did. That's exactly what happened. The Japanese attacked us. We declared war on Japan. Germany declared war on us. We declared war on Germany, and then we attacked France. Okay, like for real. That's it. That's what we do. We're Americans, not Americans. Of course, it's also a garbage can, not a garbage can. But that's beyond the point. That's beyond the point. Uh, uh, yeah, we showed those Afghanis when we attacked Iraq. We showed them. Take that, Taliban, and we just kicked the piss out of Saddam Hussein's regime. A second time. Like, you know what? You know what? You give us Osama, or we're gonna kick the shit out of Saddam Hussein some more. Oh, we'll show you. And you hear us, Pakistan and Saudi Arabia. If y'all don't fucking play ball, we're gonna beat up Saddam Hussein. So we beat up Saddam Hussein. Anyway. All right, for real. I gotta go home. It's been fun. Um, it's been fun. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm 80% certain I'm going live tomorrow night. I don't know. I'm definitely going live tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going live tomorrow night from here or if I'm going live tomorrow night from home. I don't know what the topic's going to be tomorrow night. Probably. I don't know. I've had a bunch of topics run through my head. I mean, I may be too exhausted to do a show tomorrow night, running and gunning like I've been doing the last 3 days. And we'll see. We'll see how we'll play it better. We'll see. Anyway, don't worry. It's not y'all. Y'all aren't the ones making me yawn. I'm just tired. I gotta go to bed. I love you guys. Y'all are awesome. Thank you for hanging. Thank you for helping. Keep me entertained and keep me awake and keep me alert and on task while doing this shit tonight. I appreciate all of y'all who came by to visit uh, and supported the stream. 25 average minutes, 27 views. Bring up my calculator. Calculator. Come on. It's coming. That's what she said. It's almost 26 minutes times 27. That's like 500 something hours, right? 500 something minutes. There it is. Okay. Calculator has arrived. 20. Come on. I'm going to do that math real quick. 27. Come on. Jesus Christ. I need to get a new fucking computer. Oh, that drives me nuts. Oh, I hate it. Huh. Absolutely fucking hate this computer. Close. Close. Get back to my show. All right. There we go. There we go. We're here. We're here. We're good. Oh, now it's gone. God damn it. Where's my phone? It's way over there. Okay, we're going to try this again. Calculator. Calculator. Calculate now. Calc. Calc. You later. Calc. You now. Haha. That's a pun. That's a dad joke. Alright. So what was it? 27 minutes times 27 views times 27 minutes, 26 minutes. That's 702 divided by 60 minutes. That gives me 11 and a half hours. That's not bad. I'll take 11 and a half hours. I'll take that. All right, but for real, I'm enough of this me fucking around. It's time for me to go to bed. So all these bottles here that you see over my shoulder and over here in the picture-in-picture, I'm gonna start filling those up tomorrow. I've got an order of 10 cases that's going out the door, so at least 10 of those got to be filled up. With the third filtration that's going to go through tomorrow, and then the blackout bourbon with their third filtration that's going through tomorrow. I only need to do like 3 or 4 cases of blackout bourbon. Only need to do like 3 or 4 cases, so should be good on that one. Again, really wish I could get this whiskey to be darker. I'm also a little bit disappointed in the lightness of the whiskey, but this barrel vendor just had a light batch of barrels. I guess that's just what happened. They just had a light batch of barrels. But anyway, good night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers. Don't forget to tell your friends to subscribe. We're at like 195 or 1995 or 1994, somewhere in that neighborhood. Tell your friends and be awesome to each other. Drink good whiskey and stuff. Bye. So fucking tired. So fucking tired. These people. God. And suffer. Oh, we're live, Mike. I'm kidding. I knew it was fucking live. I'm just messing with you guys. Good night, everybody.